Welcome back to another video. Today we will be discussing talent transfer, and this directly leading on from the previous video where we spoke about specialisation. Towards the conclusion of that video, the athletic skills model was mentioned. To take a deeper look, we can view the work by Ribeiro et al. 2021, who states the model is an outcome from the combined theoretical ideas of ecological dynamics, key scientific findings, and experimental knowledge from extensive practice in high performance sport. And it identifies how previous research, such as Cote's work on diversification, impacted the focus intended by the athletic skills model. To summarise, the model was designed as a practical framework to focus on versatile movement skills and sports activity, and can be visualised in a template of a 6-week plan. 2 weeks specific to the sport intended, let's say football, 2 weeks another sport such as basketball, and 2 weeks to hockey. And this is done in order to prioritise a variation of movements and development of skills that may not be developed through a specific individual sport. Ajax and Barcelona are great examples, implementing the model into their youth academies and having success. Ajax making €376 million from youth academy sales from 2019 to 2024. Through the use of models such as the athletic skills model, athletes can become talented in a variation of skills, meaning their athletic capabilities could provide use to multiple sports, therefore creating opportunity for talent to be transferred. Van Harten et al. 2021 defines talent transfer as a process in which athletes make a switch from their original sport, the donor sport, to another sport, the transfer sport, and suggests that previously developed skills or characteristics are recycled to the transfer sport so that athletes can fast track to the top level. And there is evidence to suggest that talent transfer has been effective. Since 2007, over 7,000 individuals have applied to several targeted talent transfer programs offered by UK Sport, with 100 athletes progressing into world-class systems. Some examples of top professional athletes who have experienced transferring talent are athletes such as Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Michael Jordan, and Jana Pittman. Zlatan Ibrahimovic started his athletic career in Taekwondo, achieving a black belt, before transferring into football, and there are specific skills he developed that have been visible in football matches, such as scoring goals with his foot in a position most others wouldn't be able to achieve. Another example would be Michael Jordan, who transferred from basketball to baseball in the middle of his professional basketball career. And Jana Pittman, an Australian 400 metre world track champion, who transitioned to bobsleighing. Although there are many examples of talent transfer, a question to answer is why athletes look to transfer their talent. Reasons such as psychological burnout, injury, or talent being better placed in another sport may be considerations. Curry et al. 2022 discussed how talent transfer may be an alternative to retirement for athletes who wish to remain competitive, yet face challenges such as an injury or who wish to avoid competing against a large base of high-performance athletes in a given sport. In this case, the talent transfer is showing an alternative for athletes that are coming to the end of their career. However, not all transfers from a donor sport to a transfer sport come at the end of their career, going back to Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who transferred at a young age prior to his professional career. Another factor that could influence talent transfer is economic factors, something we spoke about all the way back in video 1 and 2 on this channel. Economic pressure may cause athletes to choose which sport they play, depending on the financial benefits they may receive. Lower socioeconomic status can impact decision making, and can make decisions have an increasingly narrow margin for error. In addition to talent transfer from a donor sport to a transfer sport, there is also athlete transition, which is the various periods of change and adjustment athletes experience through their sporting careers, encompassing both planned and unplanned shifts in their lives. Athletes progressing into coaching after their career would be an example of this. In the athlete-to-coach transition, the person transits from the training and competition realm as a competitor to the training and competition realm of the same sport context as a coach. There is a magnitude of different examples of this, such as Pep Guardiola, Steven Gerrard, and Bill Russell. A lot of this transition period is to support athletes with their mental health post-retirement. Jewett et al. 2018 suggests this is increasingly relevant to athletes that have had to retire abruptly, stating adjustments to retirement have reportedly been less successful when the retirement is unplanned or unexpected, as in the case of a career-ending injury.